Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. Tonight doing a video on this flashlight here, the S1 Baton by Olight. This is a light that I received for Christmas this year, and I have been carrying it now for since then every day. So it's an EDC type light for me. Go ahead and take it out of the package. Obviously I've had it out of the package before if I've been using it. First thing you'll notice is that it stays attached to the package without any other measure other than just this magnet. It has a magnet in the base, and they got a piece of metal in the box, and it hangs on by that. So that magnet can be useful if you're looking for hands-free operation. Also included in the light, we'll open it up, there's some accessories in this bottom compartment here. We have a lanyard, and kind of an interesting thing about this lanyard is it does come with a pre-threaded pin, because the area in the light that you have to thread it in is so tiny that you need a pin to get it through there. So I think you can see that. And that's really the only accessory, other than it does come with a clip, which was already on the light, which I actually changed the direction of because I like the light to be facing down when I carry it, not up. The clip had come the other way. So obviously there is some instructions with the flashlight. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the specifications there. So this light has 4 modes. Mode 1 says it's 500 lumens to 300 lumens. Now I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. I'm going to guess that it's 1.5 hours at the high mode. Medium is 80 lumens, and it's 6 hours approximate battery life. Mode 3, or low mode, is 8 lumens, and it'll run at approximately 40 hours. And then moonlight mode is half a lumen, and that'll run for 25 days continuously. In addition to that, there is also a strobe mode. It's supposed to go as far as 110 meters, 500 lumens, 3000 candela, PX8 for water resistance or proof, 1.5 meters drop resistant, so you can drop it from 1.5 meters without damaging it. And I have dropped it once and it's been fine. It has a Cree XM L2 CW emitter. It runs on one CR123 battery. The way this light operates, it does have a side switch. It does not have a tail switch. The tail has a magnet in it. I'll go ahead and show you how the battery loads. So it is opposite of what is intuitive, and it shows that on the flashlight that the battery positive actually goes to the end, not the emitter side. Right now I have a Duracell lithium in there that I've been using for a while, so I might go ahead and throw this Energizer lithium in. I'm almost sketching myself putting it in backwards. It's interesting because the magnetic base, it does make it, the battery want to grab onto the magnetic base. You can see there what the flashlight looks like, the Olight S1 Baton, and then you can see how it has that blue bezel around the light, which looks kind of cool, depending on what you like. It actually uses a lens. My understanding is it uses a lens to focus the light as opposed to the reflector. It really doesn't have much depth, so it's really a lens that uses it. So you get a little bit different beam than maybe you would if it was a reflector. But it seems to work pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the light on and explain how it functions. You hold the button down to cycle through the modes. It only cycles through the 3 modes: low, medium, and high. Low, medium, high. So we're on high right now. It does have memory, so if I shut it off in high, it's going to come back on in high. To get to the other modes, it does have shortcuts. So the only way you can get to moonlight is when the light off, is hold the side button down, and it'll turn on. So you hold it down for basically till it turns on, and then you'll get the moonlight. So you can see about half a lumen. It actually works pretty good when it's really dark and you don't want to ruin your night vision. The other shortcuts are double tap from off gets you, well, here let's change mode. So I'm going to change it down to low and shut it off. Double tap from off gets you to high. So you have immediate access to the highest mode. Triple tap when it's on gets you to strobe. And so those are how you access the modes. Shortcuts seem to be fairly intuitive and work pretty well. It's a neat little flashlight. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick size comparison, and then we'll show you what it looks like with the lights off. So here you can see the Olight S1 Baton compared to two other flashlights that I EDC. But to be honest, I haven't been EDCing these other two at all now that I have the S1. This Micro Stream by Streamlight. It's quite a bit longer. The S1 though is obviously bigger diameter. Weight-wise, maybe we'll have to throw them on a scale here in a minute. The S1 Baton compared to the ThruNite T10. Again, the T10 is a fair amount longer. And the S1's still a little bit bigger diameter-wise, but really not much. It's a slight difference in that. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them on the scale and just show you what the weight comparison is. Okay, so I have the S1 Baton on the scale, and you can see it weighs 1.7 ounces with the battery. Micro Stream with the battery weighs 1.15 ounces, so the Micro Stream is lighter by about 0.6 of an ounce or so. And then the ThruNite T10 is a little bit heavier at 2.1 ounces, so it's about 0.4 ounces more than the S1 Baton. Okay, so we're going to review what the light looks like here in my dark basement. Right now I have it on moonlight mode at half a lumen, and I know you can hardly make it out, but it shows much more than it appears on the screen. We're going to go ahead and now go to low mode, and so you can see there at the end of the basement what it looks like in low mode. Go ahead and cycle up to medium. So we got 80 lumens in medium mode, so you can see that is actually fairly bright. It's lighting up the whole end of the basement there quite nicely. And then the brightest mode, you can see that 500 lumens really lights up the night. In fact, when you tail stand it in a big room, when it's completely dark, it lights up the whole room. So it's a really a nice amount of light for the size of the flashlight. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a side-by-side comparison with the ThruNite. So this is the ThruNite T10. You can see the low mode on the T10 and the high mode on the T10. So you can see that the T10 obviously is not as bright. We'll go side-by-side now with the Baton. And if I can go side-by-side because it washes it out so well. So for a lighter package, Baton, T10, Baton, T10, you get a significant amount more of light for a lighter and more compact package. Well, in summary, I'm really liking this S1 Baton for its compact size and its output. Pros of the light are just that. It's lightweight, real bright for the size. The magnetic base is a good feature. As far as cons go, the only real con that I have is I kind of do like tail light end cap switch as opposed to the side button, although the side button and the way it works is pretty user friendly. I'm a little bit worried about durability on this button. I'm not sure if I have a reason to be concerned, but we'll find out. If I have any issues with it, I'll let you know. I'll update. The other con is the price. So I wouldn't have went out and bought this light for myself, most likely, at least not in the near future, because they do run about $50. But now that I have this, it's great, and I haven't been carrying the ThruNite at all. And I definitely recommend it if you feel like spending that kind of money on a flashlight. It is, I think it's worth it. I think you'll enjoy it and find it very useful. Hope you enjoyed this video, YouTube. Please comment below if you've had any experience with the S1, and like and subscribe if you like the videos. Thanks.